Good morning, sixth grade. Thinking that you opened up your folder for a popcorn drawing and you're wondering, what the heck is she talking about? So, since we can't be together in the classroom, videotaping myself doing one in the studio. And I popped some popcorn this morning and I did a pathetic job of it. I'm sure that I woke both men in my house up, my son and my husband up, by burning the popcorn, a majority of it. I did scavenge a couple decent pieces out of it. So here is a piece that I'm going to use. And it says in the instructions to make sure you have some kind of dark background. Me, I obviously have a lot of paper because it's an art studio. So I picked a little piece of black paper and I have my popcorn on there. And I want it on a dark background because the contrast creates a good way in which to view the popcorn. So I also have a white sheet of paper, and I know I'm going to do 4 drawings. So I'm going to fold my paper in half, and I know I can use the front and back of it. I have a pencil, and I have an eraser. Mine is not real full right here, but at least I have all those items. So that's all I needed for this popcorn drawing to start. I will do a separate video on color mixing, although that is optional. If you have colored pencils or some kind of color, I will do a color mixing video and include that along with this one. All right. So the first drawing that you're going to do is called a contour line drawing. Contour line drawing. And you might want to label it. So here is contour line drawing. And all this drawing is I nickname it the cookie cutter drawing because it is just drawing the outline of something. So I'm going to start at a point and I'm going to make sure that I draw the outline of it. And I'm going to magnify this object. So here I'm drawing the outline. And I'm paying close attention to the outside edges. I ran to the bottom of the page and I made it nice and big. Bigger is better on this because you can see where things are. And so there's my contour line drawing for this. My second drawing, which is going to be on another half of the paper, is called a blind contour line drawing. And what makes it blind is not that you're going to shut your eyes. It's that you are not going to look at your paper while you're drawing. You are going to look at the popcorn. It's supposed to make you more intent on looking at the edges and the nuances of those edges. And you're just supposed to sense where your pencil is on this paper. People that are athletes, you should really thank me on this because this will be great for your peripheral vision development. So while I'm starting here, I'm going to do the same drawing as before, but I'm not going to look down at my paper. So athletes, like baseball, softball players, I don't even know if you're going to get to play this season. However, if you have something hit real quick at you and it's flying right by the corner of your eyeball, or soccer players, if somebody kicks in front of you and kicks so you can barely see it, but you see it out of the corner of your eye. Same would be with receivers for football. And wherever my swimmers are out there, I was a swimmer slash swim coach, and lastly, a swim instructor for years and years and years. And the worst thing you can do in a race is to, ooh, I got real close. It doesn't usually match up here. That's correct. It's the way a blind contour drawing works. So there's your blind contour drawing. And it doesn't match there. You see how the beginning and the end? I'm going to there. The beginning beginning and the end don't match up, that's quite all right. And I labeled it line contour drawing. Then I'm going to flip my paper over to the other side. And I'm going to do the drawing that gets really confusing. But it's in every how-to draw book out there. How to draw, or if you go YouTube something, or how to draw, and you find maybe on Pinterest or something, they'll have steps of like how to draw superheroes or how to draw pretty princesses, castles, you name it. It will be in this method. And what it is simple shapes combined transparently. So this is going to look very confusing. I'm going to tell you now. But when we go to the last drawing, you'll see how it plays into what we're making. Accidentally hit my recording too soon, too hard, because my screen goes blank and I worry that you're not going to see this. So I'm on the simple shapes combined transparently. Simple shapes combined for the popcorn drawing transparently. Okay, and I'm over here at this section, and I'm going to keep drawing this. So here is my popcorn drawing with my simple shapes combined transparently. So that was my third drawing. My fourth drawing is going to be the same drawing as simple shapes combined transparently, but my last one is going to be simple shapes combined transparently made into something. Like we're playing the cloud game. What do you see? Now there are some rules here. And what the rules are, I'm going to be drawing while I'm telling you the rules. The rules are you can add anything you want onto this. And whatever you add onto it, say I'm drawing this into, I don't know, a dog on a leash, which I'm not going to do that. But say I am. If I do that, but I mess up on a portion of that dog and I added it, I'm allowed to erase it. If it's part of the original popcorn drawing, which is what I'm drawing now, you may not erase that. You need to make this thing fit whatever the popcorn was. Okay? So here is my simple shapes combined transparently. Again, I drew it a second time. And now I'm going to make it into something. Okay? So, and you can make it into whatever you want to make it into. I'm going to draw away here. And then hopefully you will eventually see what it is I'm doing. So this is supposed to get you to, do you see what you see or do you see what you think you see? But get you to really start thinking with those smarticle particles in a new creative way. Because that truly is what makes an artist an artist, is that they can envision things where other people might not see that particular item. So I am creating this how I think it needs to be. And wow. Okay. As of right now, oh, I'm going to put some fire. I'm making a mythological kind of dragon, flying thing. So I'm giving him some fire out of his mouth. So here's what I've got so far. Okay, no real great detail, but there it is. Okay, now I want to give it a place to exist. In other words, I don't want dead airspace around him, so I'm going to give him his place to exist. And I'm going to create some clouds here as if he's flying in the air because he has wings. Maybe some clouds over here, and maybe a couple rooftops over here to make it look as if he is in flight. So I'm hoping that you haven't forgotten how to use your imagination in these couple weeks, and you're going to get yourself away from your video games a bit and start using that creativity, because the weather, especially today while I'm doing this, the weather today is fantastic. The clouds are starting to roll in now, but the sun was out beautifully this morning, and I was out watering some plants some sprouts I have in these garden boxes out front. Oh, I'm going to put a sun back here. I'm not really liking his face too much, so I think I'm going to add a couple things to it. A nostril here. I said I could add on to it. I just can't change my popcorn, remember? I'm going to make it like that lizardy thing and give it like a bearded dragon lizard. There. Now he's looking a little bit better. And I'm not really liking these things too much either, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm going to add a little bit more to them. His belly's in here. It looks a bit odd in this region here. And his wings are down by his tuchus. I'm not sure what I'm doing about that. He looks like he's running on top of the rooftops, not flying too well. But where his wings are located, it's no wonder. You know what? I can add 2 sets of wings because I'm allowed to add something to it. So I'm going to do that. And I added the sun, so I'm allowed to erase a portion of that. It's not part of the popcorn. So I made a double set of wings on him, just to give him a bit more flight capability. So here's what we've got. And we'll see if you can see my drawing here. There he is. There's my simple shapes combined transparently, made into something, some kind of mythological creature. I put several examples on the Canvas page that you can open up and look at. I will do another video tomorrow on how to color mix using colored pencil. But there it is. There's the 4 drawings. We've got a contour line drawing. We got the contour and the blind contour. Here's my contour. Here's my blind contour. Oops, that's upside down for you. My blind contour line drawing. Didn't match up. Here is my simple shapes combined transparently. Here's that drawing again, and then I made it into that. So now it's your turn. See if you can practice that. By the way, if you don't have popcorn, it does say on there, you could use a crumpled up sheet of paper. That works as well. Until we meet again, enjoy.